Hi, hello everyone. मेरे बच्चा लोग happy Diwali. I hope you all had an amazing day, colorful day, and such a wonderful day, such a lit day with full of happiness, seeing all your friends, family, smiling faces. So tell me, everyone, update me how your day was in the chat box, and let me also say hi to each and every bachcha log in the classroom. So, Miss Fabulous, Amu, we have Vishal, we have Raya, Harsh, Tanishk. Everyone, a big hi. Where is the energy? And let me see how much of energy you all have stored for this particular class of current electricity. Even though it was a Diwali day, even though you had to give so much of energy. सर दिवाली खत्म हो गई अब मुझे पता नहीं एनीवे इट्स अ डे है ना इट्स अ डे ऑफ फेस्टिवल ऑफ दिवाली सो आई थिंक वी कैन विश इन एनी ऑफ द डे so hi Tanish, hi Hamid Rana, hi Amu. So I hope everybody is doing so good and let's see how to make this day so much awesome and so much more beautiful by learning the concepts of which chapter? Yes, the current electricity part 2, the last part in this particular crash course. I hope everyone is ready, Anna, because you all know how much important this particular chapter is. So let's prepare in the best way possible for getting full marks in the term 1 examination from current electricity. So whoever is seeing me for the very first time, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and those who love me more used to call me Ameer Bhaiya, है ना? So बच्चा लोग, can you all do me a small favor? एक छोटू सा help. क्या करना है आप लोगों को? Just share this particular class to every one of your friends, to your colleagues. So everyone, okay, in your school groups also, ask them to join this particular class as fast as possible so that together we can discuss this current electricity. What do you all say? Isn't it an amazing thing? Okay, yes. Now, moving on. I know that. So, you don't want to miss any of the live classes from your amazing teachers of Unacademy class 11th and 12th, hai na? For this, you need to get notifications and alerts on time. This will happen only if you are a part of the Telegram group. The link is given right here because in this Telegram group, hai na, whatever is happening in our Unacademy class 11th and 12th YouTube channel, everything will be updated there. So, make sure that you are a part of this so that you will get all the notifications and alerts on time. Bugs Bounty क्या होता है मेरा बच्चा लोग? It's an amazing program made by Unacademy platform so that you can get so much of prizes. क्या करना है आप लोगों को? You just have to go to the description box. There you will find a form. Fill it. If you're finding any inappropriate content in Unacademy platforms, ठीक है? So if it is valid, prizes will be coming to your houses ऐसे. Then needless to say, I think many of you might be knowing what is this Emerge program, है ना? सबको पता है. And those who don't know, I'll explain what this Emerge program is. You all know the term 1 examination of CBSE is going to be conducted in a new which means in a new pattern, है ना? With a multiple choice questions and assertion reason type question. So, if you want to ace in this particular examination, you should be having enough practice. To give you enough practice is why we have started with the Emerge program, because in this Emerge program, there will be live quizzes, okay, live mock test of term 1 examination will be happening every week for each and every subject. So, make sure that you are going to attend this Emerge program test on the respective days. This will be happening every week on these particular days. Okay, and this will be the subjects, and the time is from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. and if you want to enroll for free, the code is AMB10. I want every one of you, this is very beautiful, this is an amazing way for you to practice for the upcoming term 1 examination. So make sure that you are going to be a part of this Emerge program. Code kya hai so that you can enroll for this Emerge program for free? It is AMB10. So you'll get the rank also, all India level rank also. So you can understand what is your position, how much you are scoring, how well you are in the term 1 preparation. Okay? Now, I hope you all have shared the particular class with your friends. So we'll wait for 2-3 minutes for them to join. In the meanwhile, whoever is new to this Unacademy platform, I'll just give a brief introduction about this Unacademy platform. ठीक है? देख ले. Nowadays, बच्चा लोग, okay, सब लोगों को पता है, everything is available nowadays on YouTube, है ना? But the information is a bit scattered there, है ना, in the YouTube. So, what is there in the Unacademy platform is, we all educators will be teaching with a proper schedule, है ना? Targeting JEE examination, NEET examination, and board examination. Whenever we teach, we'll make sure that all the topics are covered in a proper order and you can keep track of all the topic that is being covered in the classroom. So क्या हो जाएगा? Yes, once all these things happens together, the process of learning becomes super simple and you will start loving this process of learning. Once you love, what happens? Yes, you will be giving your complete effort in the best way possible. You will be having that much of interest for your learning and you will be making a huge progress in this studies and in your examinations. है ना? बिल्कुल. And the other reason for making a plus subscription is top educators of the country who's already having a very good experience in the field of education is already there. Okay, they'll be telling you what is the examination pattern, how you should be preparing, what are the kind of questions you should be getting, what all kind of questions you should be practicing, everything these people will be telling. So you just want to follow these educators path and you'll be ending up in the colleges wherever you want to. Then study materials will be given to you. Practice test and live test series will make you super confident, mera bachcha log. So if you want to be a part of this particular group or family, and if you want to ace in the upcoming examinations, be a part of plus subscription. For 12 months, it will cost you 1,250 per month. And if you want to get extra 10% of discount and if you want to get maximum benefits during the time of subscription, don't forget to use the code AMB10. Okay? Now, if you want all the features of plus subscription and if you want extra features, you should be going for Iconic, because an Iconic subscription hai na, you will be given a personal mentor, matlab someone to help you with your strategy of preparation, what to study, what not to study, right? How your preparation should be. For everything, this person will be there. Matlab half of the tension from your mind will be gone once this person is assigned you. I think it's a happy thing, hai na? Yes. Then live doubt solving classes will be there, mera bachcha log. Weekly reports will be given to you. For all these super amazing, super beneficial features, for 12 months of Iconic, it will cost you 2,333. If you want extra 10% of discount, okay, and if you want to get the maximum offers while you make the subscription, use this referral code AMB10 and make use of it. Okay, so happy Diwali to everyone, and now it's time for our studies. Bachcho log, are you all ready? Okay, everyone, are you all ready for the session to get started so that we can start discussing all the remaining concepts of the chapter of current electricity? And yes, do the Mendy. आप सब लोगों को पता है at the end of the session we have the Mendy quiz, है ना? So how many of you think that you will be learning all the concepts while we deal about this particular chapter, and at the end when we do the Mendy quiz, you are going to give challenge to all your friends and you're going to be on top of the Mendy? How many of you? Is it everyone? Myara, super ready. Anisha, hi, hello. Satya, ready hai kya? Bilkul wala ready. Super wala ready. With full of energy wala ready. Okay, so if everyone is ready, why we have to stop, Anna? Let's get started. Here we go. Okay, starting with. So we have completed half of the portion of this particular chapter. Matlab, we have completed about resistances, combination of resistances. Then we have talked about Ohm's law. Then we have talked about the cells, right? What is the potential difference across a cell? All these we have discussed in yesterday's class and did enough multiple choice questions. Now what we are going to see is the combination of cells. If cells are connected in series and parallel, what is the effective value? Dekh le. First, series combination of cells. So you have an EMF of E1, its internal resistance is R1. EMF of E2, internal resistance R2. EMF of E3, internal resistance R3, till n number of such cells, as you can see, is connected in series in the same order. Same order matlab positive, negative, then its internal resistance, then again positive, negative, then its internal resistance, as if. So if this is connected in this fashion, total EMF ka value, everybody note kar le, total EMF will be equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4 plus till En. Everybody, okay, I don't think this is something which you can easily forget. Chotu sa concept hai. Okay. What about the effective value of internal resistance? That will be the simplest part. If you look into the figure, you can easily understand that all these resistors are connected in series. So what will be the effective value of internal resistance? That will be R1 plus R2 plus R3 till Rn. Okay. Now the question is, if all the cells connected are identical, matlab if all are having equal value of EMF and equal value of internal resistance, what will be the net EMF will be? That will be E plus E plus E plus E plus E plus E plus till n times, है ना? So this simply you can write it as n times E. If cells are connected in series in the same order of equal value, equivalent EMF will be equal to n times E, and similarly internal resistance will be R plus R plus R plus till Rn. This will be equal to n times NR. Not a big deal, not a big concept which nobody can understand, everybody can understand. ठीक है? So the next part is, if such cells of EMF है ना, which means EMF identical cells, if identical cells of equal EMF and equal internal resistance of n such number is connected across an external resistor, what will be the total EMF? Sorry, what will be the total current? Total current कितना होता है? How will you find total current? Total current is equal to net value of EMF divided by net value of resistance, है ना? So here we have cells connected in series, okay, all of equal value, isn't it? So that net EMF will be E plus E plus E plus E plus E, as we already have discussed. वो कितना होता है? N times E. कोई दिक्कत है क्या? नहीं. What about the resistance? This will be R plus R plus R plus R plus R plus R, which means total internal resistance will be NR. So you have one more extra external resistance, that is R. So all are connected in series, so total resistance will be equal to NR plus capital R. ये हमारा equation है for the current. Okay? समझ में आ गया बच्चा लोग? समझ में आ गया तो किसके इंतजार कर रहे हैं? जल्दी नोट कर ले, जल्दी नोट कर ले. Happy Diwali, Sana. Good evening, good evening. Okay? Yes? Okay. Note किया सबने? Bobby Army Jutland. Okay. Okay. Note किया ना? One more thing let me tell you. Here we have calculated the EMF if cells are connected in the same order, है ना? So it will be E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus ऐसे जाएगा. Now देख ले, if cell is EMF E1, internal resistance is R1. If the cell is connected in the opposite order ऐसे E2 R2, मतलब देख ले, it is negative positive negative positive. This we call it as cells connected in the same order. Here we have negative positive positive negative. उल्टा connect किया है. In this case, net EMF will be equal to E1 minus E2. If cells are connected in the opposite order, the EMF of the cell has to be subtracted. Keep this in mind. Okay, but what about the internal resistance? Resistance never gets subtracted, and resistance will always get added up. So R will be R1 plus R2, which means same as before. It's the EMF which will get subtracted. ठीक है? ठीक है मेरा बच्चा लोग? ठीक है मेरा बच्चा लोग? Okay. Now let's see what is the equivalent EMF when cells are connected in parallel. Okay, when cells parallel पे connect किया, तो how to find out the equivalent EMF? Okay, everyone ready to note down the formula? So देख ले, cell E1, cell E2, cell E3, their internal resistance R1, R2, R3 connected in parallel in the same order, मतलब positive, positive, positive. What is the net EMF? किसी को पता है क्या? हाँ बिल्कुल बॉबी, मैं तो बिल्कुल सेलिब्रेट किया. I was with my friends and all. जल्दी बता EMF का फॉर्मूला. Anybody knows? Those who don't know, write it down. Net EMF if cells are connected in parallel is EMF first one divided by internal resistance plus E2 divided by R2 plus E3 divided by R3, the whole divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay, I know that it's a big formula, but doing the mathematics won't be that much risky, just like the way you are seeing this equation. ठीक है? Similarly, what will be the how will you find out the net internal resistance? That is not a big deal, है ना? That's not a big deal. Why? Because R1, R2, R3, you can see that resistors connected in parallel. So formula will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Just like resistors are connected in parallel, how will you find out the equivalent value of resistance in the same way? समझ में आ गया? समझ में आ गया सबको? Okay? Yes. Now, एक क्वेश्चन में पूछ रहा है. एक क्वेश्चन ये है कि If cells are identical, matlab all the EMF and internal resistance are same, let's see what is the value of equivalent EMF and equivalent resistance will be. Dekh le. It is identical cells. So in this case, we are considering 3 identical cells connected in parallel. Equivalent EMF kitna ho jayega? E1 by R1. Both are same, that is E by R. E2 by R2, that is also E by R, because we are discussing about identical. This is 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R. And 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. That I am going to write as 1 by R plus 1 by R. So this will be how much? 3 times E by R. 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R, 3 times 1 by R. What is common? 3 by R, 3 by R. So the net value of EMF will be equal to the EMF of a single cell if cells are connected in what fashion? If cells are connected in parallel fashion. If identical cells are connected in parallel fashion, equivalent EMF will be equal to the EMF of a single cell. Very important, super important. Write it down. Okay, write here, everybody. And what about the internal resistance? 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So 1 by R equivalent, है ना? All are of same value. So that is 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R. Kyunki we are discussing about cells of identical. So this will be 3 by R. That is 1 by R equivalent. So R equivalent का value हो जाएगा R by 3. So if 3 cells of equal internal resistance are connected in parallel, it is R by 3 for 3. So if there are n number of cells connected in parallel of equal internal resistance, net value of internal resistance will be R by n. Okay, from this we just have made a general statement, that's all. Okay, ये भी नोट कर ले जल्दी फटाफट. Okay, जल्दी फटाफट. Menti will start by 11:10, let's say. Okay, by 11:10 we'll start our Menti. 11:10 पे. नोट किया बच्चा लोग? ये वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. नोट किया तो बता दे, we can move on. Okay, yes मेरा बच्चा लोग, तो क्वेश्चन आ गया. क्वेश्चन का टाइम, वक्त आ गया तो कर ले बच्चा लोग जल्दी फटाफट और मुझे उत्तर दे दे. लेट मी सी हु इज द फर्स्ट पर्सन टू गिव मी द आंसर. I am looking into the chat box, okay, because I am looking into the first person who is going to give me the correct answer. It's very simple actually. Okay, actually it's very simple, but let's see how many of you can do it. Try Meera, please. Kindly, everyone do try for this particular question. Let's see if you can do it. Prashant says it's option B. Okay. Hello sir, hi Yash. Sana B I think. Kamal is like sir आपका JEE advance का वो कोई ना फर्क पड़ता है आपको. Okay, Mithilesh is like option A. So very good. Yes, happy Diwali मेरा बच्चा. So हमारा correct option है option B. I think someone gave me. Sana gave me the answer B. Prashant gave me the answer B. और कोई दे दिया क्या? Okay, I have seen someone else also with the option B. So yes, Shriyanshi दे रहा अभी. Very good. Srinivas, Shivani, Kumari. Very good. वो हमारा option B है. ठीक है. Let's see how this question can be done. Everyone listen. 6 lead acid type of secondary cells, each of EMF 2 volt and internal resistance 0.015 ohm are joined in series to provide a supply to a resistance of 8.5 ohms determines its terminal voltage. So we have a cell, its internal resistance. We have a cell, its internal resistance. So we have 6 such cells and internal resistance which is connected across an external resistor of 8.5 ohm. है ना? Question क्या है? The terminal voltage across the 6 battery Okay, what is the net potential difference across the 6 battery? ये है हमारा question. Tell me, whatever is the net potential difference produced by the cell, where it is going to get dropped? The entire potential difference produced by the combination of the cell is going to get dropped across this particular resistors R, है ना? So the terminal voltage of the entire 6 cell V terminal is equal to the voltage dropped across the resistor. कोई शक है क्या इस पे? Is there any issue with this? कुछ भी नहीं है ना? So for finding out the terminal voltage, I just want to find out the potential difference across a resistor. Potential difference across a resistor का formula कितना है? अरे current into resistance voltage. How will you find out current into resistance, है ना? इसमें कोई गलती है क्या? कोई भी नहीं. So what is the formula for current? Net EMF divided by total resistance into resistance, है ना? ठीक है. What is the net EMF? Total EMF कितना है? One cell is 2. How many such cells are there? 6. So total EMF is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus how many such 2's? 6 2. So total EMF is equal to 6 times 2 divided by total R. Tell me, what is the total resistance? Array, internal resistance of 0.015. How many are there? That is equal to 6. So R net is equal to net internal resistance is 6 times 0.015. Okay, so 15 into 6 is equal to 90. So 0.09 ohm will be the net value of internal resistance. कोई शक है क्या? Okay, no, I suppose. And what about total resistance? Array, for finding out total, we just need to add this external resistance also to this internal, because all resistors you can see that it is in series. So total resistance is 8.5 plus 0.09, that is 8.59. कोई गड़बड़ नहीं. So for R total, I am going to substitute it as 8.59 and R का value, the external resistance is 8. 8.5 by 8.59 is a value bit lesser than 1. So if you multiply 12 by a value a bit lesser than 1, 12 will become a value a bit lesser than 12. वो कितना हो जाएगा? 11.9. वो तो mathematics है, I'm leaving it to you. You can do it in your own way, but the final answer has to be option B. समझ में आ गया सबको? जल्दी बता, जल्दी बता. Let me see the smiling faces in the chat box. Those who understood. Everyone. Okay. Okay, understood. Very good, very good. Satya, I can see the smiling faces. Miss Fabulous is giving me bada wala smiling faces. Prashant, Satya, Srinivas. Question to hidden hai. Okay, so what will be there? So EMF, same EMF. Okay, this is here hai na, what has to be filled is two cells of equal EMF in series. Okay, so we have two cells, both are having the same EMF, let's say E, both of them are connected in series in the same order. Okay, question ये है कि external उसका internal resistance is R1 and R2, and I forgot one more thing has to be added. थोड़ा गड़बड़ है इस question पे. external resistance का value add कर ले, वो तो capital R है. External resistance is capital R, internal resistances are R1 and R2. When the circuit is closed, question is the potential difference across the first cell is 0. The value of R is. Draw the figure, you will understand. Do you want my help? I'll just draw the figure initially. We have our first cell. Can you all see? हमारा first cell है, its internal resistance. EMF is C, internal resistance R1. So we have our second cell, same EMF, but internal resistance is R2. Okay, it is connected across an external resistance capital R. So what is given here is, can you see the first cell? The potential difference across the first cell, if it is given as 0, what is the value of capital R? वो करना है आपको. होता रहता है ना, बिग कंटेंट में बना रहे तो छोटू मोटू होता रहता है. So tell me how to do this. मिल गया. So Tanishq is like sir it's option A. फिर Satya tells me it's option A. और कोई? Does anyone else have the answers? Option A, B, C or D? Anyone? Srinivas, Shriyanshi. Okay, Shivani Kumari, option A. Very good. Yes, the correct option is option A. बिल्कुल बढ़िया मेरा बच्चा लोग, बिल्कुल बढ़िया. Okay, shall we see? So a simple information is given here. The potential difference across the first cell is equal to 0. Okay, potential difference across first cell V1 is equal to 0. How will you find out or write the potential difference across the first cell? A cell is producing an EMF of E. From that, a potential is getting dropped across the first resistance, that is IR1. है ना? E minus potential dropped across the internal resistance. How will you find out the potential dropped across the internal resistance? Current passing through it into its resistance. है ना? So the potential difference is equal to E minus IR1. This is given as 0 here. Okay. Now only you need to expand the value of I. The answer is in your hand. देख ले. So E is equal to IR1. है ना? I का value कितना है? What is I? Total EMF divided by total resistance, that is current, है ना? So I'll write it here. I is equal to total EMF. E plus E, 2 EMF is there, 2E. Total resistance is R1 plus R2 plus capital R. So R1 plus R2 plus capital R होता है. So I am going to substitute it as 2E divided by R1 plus R2 plus capital R into R1 is equal to E. Okay, so what is left? E cancel kar le. So if you cross multiply, if I do the continuous math here, R1 plus R2 plus capital R, as you can see, that will be equal to 2 times R1. Can you see that? So capital R is equal to 2R1 minus R1 is R1. Ye R2 if it goes to the right hand side minus R2. So capital R का value मिल गया, small r1 minus small r2. अरे छोटू वाला क्वेश्चन, छोटू वाला आंसर समझ में आ गया? समझ में आ गया तो क्या करना है? स्माइल करना है. And if you want to express your smile more, you can put a smile in the chat box also. जल्दी Tanish, Jajlan, Kunal, म्यारा. Yes, goody. So हमारा ऑप्शन है R1 minus R2. समझ में आ गया सबको? With a smiling faces, हाँ? Okay, so Vishal is giving me tick mark. ठीक है. So I hope you all have noted this down also. It's a very good question. Note किया ना सब? Yes Anna, yes Purna. Okay, yes lover whitey. अरे repeat करने पे कोई there is no difference because you can just rewind the session and watch it because this is recorded YouTube है. ठीक है? Okay. Yes. One question. What is there left? Okay, then we have a Kirchhoff law. Okay. Now ये question कर ले मेरे बच्चा लोग. Now this may please don't do the entire problem because if you try to do the entire problem, okay. Before. I should be giving you a small concept before giving you that question. So we haven't talked about the complete combination or mixed grouping of cells. Okay, next concept is on the basis of mixed grouping of cells. Okay, देख ले, you have rows, okay, and in each rows you are having cells, and let's say n such cells of equal EMF are there. Okay, what is there? N cells of equal EMF are there, and how many such rows are there? Okay, we have m such rows of cells are there. What all we have? We have a single row of cell where in each row n cells of equal EMF and equal internal resistance are there. ठीक है? And how many such rows are there? M such rows of cells are connected. Question ये कि what will be the net current if this entire combination is connected to an external resistor. Okay, I'm not going for the derivation of this. The question will be asked as such. So please write down the formula for the current here, right? That will be equal to N times E divided by capital R plus N chotu R divided by M. N is number of cells in a row. Okay, M is the number of rows. R is the external resistance. E is the EMF of each and every cell. Okay, note it down. Note kar le in the mixed grouping of cells. Those who want any further explanation, you can text me through Telegram. Okay, or in our various and legends group पे आपको बोल सकते हैं. I can explain it. Right, so ये तो crash course है. I won't be going for the entire explanation of each and every concept. So if you have noted down, जल्दी बोल दे. Everyone, note किया? Yes? Okay. So it is based on this particular concept. We have the next question. We have a mixed grouping of cells. So, jaldi. Note किया तो जल्दी उत्तर भी दे दे. It's very simple problem. And let me tell you, use the options here to find the answer. Okay, so I can see option A is given by Myara. I know that it's a bit bigger question, but shall we explain this in a chotu manner? हाँ ठीक है, देख ले. There are 27 cells with us. So according to the question says that 27 cells ऐसे दे रहे आप लोगों को, ठीक है? And internal resistance is 0.4 ohm and external resistance is 1.2 ohm. If N is the number of cells connected in series, M is the number of cells in parallel, ठीक है? So I hope you understood. N number of cells are there in series and M number of such rows are there. Obviously, it is a mixed grouping of cell. Question ये कि what is the most effective way of grouping them? What is the most effective way of grouping them? Effective way मतलब the one which can produce more power. Power का formula क्या है? I square into R, the external resistance. ये तो constant है. So when can we have more power? Power will be more when the current is maximum, है ना? So the question is to combine this 27 cells into n rows, n in a series into m rows so that we can have maximum current output. Just tell me first things first, Anna. Tell me bacha log, what will be the formula for current if n cells are there in series and m number of such rows are there? Exactly what we have discussed. Current I is equal to NE divided by external resistance plus N chotu R divided by M. So you need to find the value of N and M, which means the number of cells in a series connection and the number of such rows that is corresponding to M. How to find this out? We only have one equation. From this we are supposed to find the value of N and M, which is not possible. Is there any other information given? Total number of cells is 27. How will you connect this 27 with M and N? Arre dekh le, in a row n cells are there and if m number of such rows are there, tell me how will you calculate the total number of cells? Mn. Total number of cells in a mixed grouping is Mn, isn't it? So is Mn given here? Is Mn ka value given here? Yes, the total number of cells is given as 27. Okay. Now let me tell you what is the usual method of doing this particular problem. You can substitute for m. M is equal to 27 by n. So you can substitute for m equal to 27 by n. Question is to find the maximum value of current. So obviously you can use a concept of maxima and minima. Maxima and minima, which is di by dn is equal to 0. Di by dn is equal to 0 and do the differentiation and do the problem. That is going to be too much lengthy problem, okay, and you will be hating this particular problem, but that's not the method of doing it. Shall I tell you? Okay. First, let us substitute whatever is given. Current I is equal to N times E. Any of these things are not given. R का value दे दिया 1.2. External resistance plus small r internal resistance also given. That is N into 0.4 divided by M. इतना तो दे दिया. Okay. Do you know that one among the option is our answer? है ना? One among the option is our answer. देख ले how we do this problem in a simple manner. First, rule out all the 4 options which doesn't satisfy Mn equal to 27. M is 3, N is 6. 6 3s are 18, not 27. Option A is not correct. Looking for the option B. 6 3s are again 18. It should be 27. So option B is also wrong. Now we have option C. 9 3s are 27. Option D. 9 3s are 27. It satisfies this particular Mn. So our answer can be either C or D. How to find out which one is our answer, whether it is option C or D? अरे just substitute करके देख ले which one is giving maximum current. So in the first case, current I, when you give the value of option C, so let's say IC. IC मतलब the current when the option C is given. That will be equal to NE. N is how much? 3. 3E divided by 1.2 plus N is 3 into 0.4 divided by M is equal to 9, isn't it? So 3 by 9 is 1 by 3. So if you do the math, this will be 3E divided by 1.2 into 3 is 3.6 plus 0.4 is equal to 4. You know? 4, and this 3 will go up after cross multiplication. So this is 9E by 4. This will be 2.25E. Okay, the value of current, if we give the first between option C is kitna 2.25E. Now just give the option D also and check which one is giving maximum value of current. So if option D is given, N times E है ना, N का value कितना है according to option D? 9. 9 times E divided by 1.2 plus NR, that is 9 into 0.4 divided by M. M कितना? 3. Okay, do the math. 9E, 1.2, 9 by 3 is 3, 3 into 0.4 is 1.2. So 9E divided by 2.4. Array 9 by 2.4 will be a value of 3.2, 3.3 something, है ना? So this will be 3.3 is something when option D is given. When the option C is given, कितना? 2.25E. Which one is greater? जल्दी बोल दे, which one is greater? Option D है ना? When we substitute the option D for M and N, we get the maximum value of current. So that is the most effective way of grouping them. अब समझ में आ गया? अब समझ में आ गया या नहीं बता? अरे इतना simple question. Yes. So understood how I got the option as D in a much simple way. Now तो समझ में आ गया sir. Now got it. Isn't it? Okay, अब पता चला. Okay. Now, grouping of cell is over. Now we are moving forward for a bit serious part. A serious part matlab one of the important concept of this particular chapter. So, let me see how many of you are not feeling sleepy and how many of you want to learn this concept of Kirchhoff loop rule. Jaldi. Everyone. I know that many of you are already telling. Purna is like, sir, it's a difficult topic. Oh my God, such a difficult topic. I know that many of you are having that vibe in your mind. When you see Kirchhoff, are baap re, ye mujhe marega. Okay, so let's get that concept clear, and by doing so many problems. What do you all say? Okay, everyone, ready? Satya is like, sir, ready to learn? Just go for it. Hai. So yes, let's get this topic started with a chotu wala smile. ऐसे वाला smile है ना? Okay. Now, first rule of Kirchhoff, that is like makhan jaisa है ना? It's so simple, it's so sweet, and it's so easy to learn. What is said in Kirchhoff first rule, which we also call as Kirchhoff current rule or junction rule? इसमें बता रहा है कि whatever is the current coming into the junction is equivalent to the current leaving the junction. Tell me which are the current coming into the junction according to the figure? I1 plus I3. Okay, so the sum of the current coming into the junction will be equal to the current flowing out from the junction, that is I2 plus I5 plus I4. So that is made as an equation here and written as the first rule of Kirchhoff, that is current coming into the junction is current flowing out of the junction. The algebraic sum of the current into any junction is 0. Okay, if you learn that, it's up to you, but a more better way of understanding is this, है ना? Current coming into the junction is current leaving it out of the junction. हो गया? नोट किया तो जल्दी बता. नोट किया है ना? बच्चा लोग हो गया. Okay, yes. Okay, now second rule. First rule was not at all a tasky thing, right? So now we have the second rule of Kirchhoff. That there comes a bit of problems. I think many of you are scared about that particular topic, but after this class, I don't think any one of you will be complaining that Kirchhoff loop rule, Kirchhoff second rule, or Kirchhoff voltage rule also we say is going to be a difficult thing. Read the definition. The algebraic sum of the potential difference in any loop including those associated EMFs and those of resistive elements must be 0. मतलब क्या है कि read this much only. The algebraic sum of the potential difference in a closed loop must be equal to 0. Let's draw a diagram and understand. We have a cell, we have a resistor, we have another cell, we have another resistor, and we close it. ठीक है? The potential difference across the cell, let's say V1, let's say across this resistor is V2, across this is V3, and across this is V4. What is said in loop rule is, if you add up all the potential differences, it will count up to 0. This is what is given in Kirchhoff law, right? But this is not the most helpful wala information from the Kirchhoff loop rule. So everybody learn Kirchhoff loop rule as this particular statement and leave it and start doing the problem. There comes the issue, right? Then you'll be stuck while doing the problem. So the two important things that you have to take away from this particular chapter is, from this particular topic is you have a cell of EMF E. This end is A and this end is B. Now, if you are traveling from the point A to B, okay, so you are at the point A, you are traveling to the point B. The potential difference between the points, that is VB minus VA. Once again, if you are traveling from the point A to B, while you travel from the point A to B, look into the cells, how you are traveling. You are traveling from negative of the cell to positive of the cell, है ना? So, if you are traveling from negative of the cell to positive of the cell, the potential difference across the cell will be equal to its EMF with positive. Matlab, the potential difference will be positive when will it be positive? When you travel from negative of the cell to positive of the cell. ऐसे, okay, the potential difference is positive. Obviously, reverse case, matlab if you travel from positive to negative, potential difference will be negative, but don't learn it as such because you will get confused. Learn only one thing. If you are traveling from negative to positive, you are ending at positive, so the potential difference has to be positive. You can remember in that way also. Ye ho gaya? This is very important. Next, we have a resistor. A current I is traveling towards right. This is our resistance R. Okay. This is the point A. This is the point B. Once again, if you are traveling from point A to B, okay, in the same direction of the current, across a resistor, the potential difference between the point is equal to, once again, if you are traveling from the point A to B, in the same direction of the current, the potential difference produced across a resistor is equal to, what's the potential drop across a resistor? Current into R. And what will be the sign here? It will be negative. What is it? If you travel in the direction of the current across a resistor, potential difference will be negative. Learn this. Reverse will be obviously positive. Don't learn it. You will get confused. Reverse matlab if you travel opposite to the direction of current, potential difference is positive. We know that, but don't learn it. Learn only this and just understand opposite will be with positive, that's all. ठीक है, ये भी नोट किया. These are the two important things you should be carrying from the Kirchhoff loop rule. If you know this, the questions will be easy, because you'll understand once we start doing the next problem. सर जी टुडे बर्थडे नहीं, मेरा बर्थडे आज नहीं है. मेरा बर्थडे August 6th है. So I'll give you the address. Don't worry. Before my birthday, I'll tell to every one of you. I'm not going to keep it as a secret or something. I'll give the address to everyone. You can send me as much as gifts as possible. ठीक है? You can order something from Amazon, Flipkart, okay? As Teachers Day gift. ठीक है? कोई बात नहीं. I won't feel bad. I'm so happy to accept gift from every one of you. So ये तो हो गया बच्चा लोग. Note कर ले those who don't know this particular concept, because you will understand how important this particular concept is once we start doing the next problem. So I got a very mean student, okay, so who was learning with me for the past 1 year almost. So Sana is like, sir, I won't give you anything. कितना कंजूस स्टूडेंट है ना. Don't feel bad, मैं ऐसे ही बोल दिया. Okay, I don't want to tell this. So I was just kidding, ठीक है. Sana is like, sir, we are not going to give you anything. Tanishq is like, कितने birthday? Okay. Coming back. मेरा birthday तो नहीं है, so let's not have that birthday talk also for the time being. So we have much of topics to cover. Let's do this question, है ना. बच्चा लोग क्वेश्चन रीड करके उत्तर दे दे. जल्दी. Okay, so we have one of my favorite student, Myara, is like, sir, we'll send you gifts, cakes and many stuff. वाह. ऐसा होना है बच्चा लोग, है ना. So Nebula Star is like, what's the option? You said it's option 2 amperes. Okay. Sana, why you top at teasing me other than all the other students? Wow, what a language, what an English, Sana. So how you got it? You googled it or what? मैं तो improve कर रहा हूँ हिंदी पे, बहुत बढ़िया बात है. So Tanish says option C. और कोई है? So Satya says option 3 ampere, मतलब option C. Himanshu says B. Arohi says C. So Jetlan says C. So हमारा correct option है C. Congrats everyone, those who solve it. Good. Now let's see how this question can be done, है ना. So looking into the figure, question is to find the value of I1. Okay. Now look into the branch AC. Can you all see? ये branch AC. It says a current of 2 ampere is coming into the junction. Now as you can see, it is given that VB minus VC is equal to 12 volt. What is it? VB minus VC is plus 12. मतलब VB is larger potential than the point C, isn't it? That is the reason why VB minus VC is plus 12. So if VB is larger potential, obviously a current will be flowing from higher potential to lower potential. Let's say it's I. Okay, a current of I is coming into the junction, a current of 2 ampere is coming into the junction, the current leaving the junction is I1. Kirchhoff first rule, shall I apply? The current coming into the junction, that is 2 plus I, isn't it? Current coming into the junction is 2 plus I is equal to current leaving the junction, I1. 2 plus I is equal to I1. Hey, yes. Now you need to find out I1. So for finding out I1, it is equivalent to find out I, so that this equation can be solved to find the value of I1. Tell me, is there any method of finding the value of I here? Yes, by using the formula of VB minus VC. VB minus VC is given as 12. By using that information, we can find the value of I. Shall we? Shall I tell you how? Dekh le, those who don't know bachcha lo. Can you see the point here? Yes, C point. Let's say that the potential at that point is C. Okay, so starting from this point, the potential at this point is VC. I'm traveling towards right. Okay, while you are traveling across a resistor in the opposite direction of current. If you're traveling in the opposite direction of current, we know that potential is positive. Just before I have told you. And how much is the potential difference across a resistor? I into R. R is 2. I is I, so that is 2I. Again, now from this point, again you are traveling towards right across the cell. So you are traveling from negative to positive, so potential will be positive. If you travel across a cell from negative to positive, potential difference will be positive. You have reached this particular point. So at this point, the potential is equal to how much? VB. Okay, now what I'm going to do, take this VC to the right hand side of the equation. So how much will be the equation? 10 plus 2I is equal to VB minus VC. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ना? VB minus VC का वैल्यू directly given in the question कितना? 12. 10 plus 2I is equal to 12. 12 minus 10 कितना हो जाएगा? 2. So continuing here, 2I is equal to 2. I का वैल्यू कितना? 1 ampere. If I get the value of I is not question, I1 is a question. So put I equal to 1. So 2 plus 1 is equal to I1. So I1 का वैल्यू कितना मिल जाएगा? 3 ampere. समझ में आ गया सबको? With a smiling faces. हाँ बोल दे हाँ सर बिल्कुल समझ में आ गया अच्छे से. Everyone, so जल्दी नोट कर ले. If you are slow in writing, क्या कर सकते हैं आप लोगों को? You can take a screenshot also. It's a very beautiful question, let me say. Okay, the entire concept of Kirchhoff first rule and second rule is being combined in this particular question. ठीक है? Okay, done. Okay, so here we go. Next, same concept of Kirchhoff, and let's see how you all are going to do the answer. How you all are going to give me the answer. How many questions are left? Okay. Okay. Try to do this problem. So try to do this. When I say try to do this, try kar le. Don't you all want to learn this particular concept of Kirchhoff loop rule? By doing this, you will understand how this question can be done. Jaldi, fatafat. I hope you all know the formula of finding out the potential difference across each cell. We already have discussed in yesterday's class. है ना? Finding out the potential difference across each cell. So Miara says option A बोल रहा है. फिर Purna says A, Jachati says C, Tanis says A, Tanis says A, Arohi says A, Sanchana says A. Okay, so everyone is sticking with the option A. Miara just now has changed to option B. So hamara correct option A, which means the potential difference across a cell B is equal to 0. Okay, shall we? We'll go step by step. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out the current in the circuit. Tell me what's the current in the circuit. That is equal to total EMF. That is 2 volt plus 2 volt, है ना? 4 divided by total resistance. Total resistance कितना है? 0.1 plus 0.3 plus 0.2. So that is equal to 0.6, है ना? 4 divided by 0.6 होता है. So this is equal to 4 divided by or 40 divided by 6. Okay, so we have the total current in the circuit. Now, starting with the first one. This is our cell A. What is the formula for finding out potential difference across a cell? That is E minus IR, isn't it? So tell me what is its EMF? 2 minus R. Current कितना है? 40 by 6 into resistance कितना है? What is its resistance? देख ले, resistance is 0.1. Okay, it's internal resistance. Okay, so this is 2 minus 0.1 into 40 is 4 by 6. That is 2 by 3. So that is 4 by 3, which means potential difference across a cell A का value मिल गया 4 by 3. Similarly, find out the potential difference across a cell B. That is E minus IR, same. isn't it? E का value for the cell B we are talking. EMF कितना 2 minus I कितना 40 by 6. We already have found out. The internal resistance of the cell B is 0.3, isn't it? So 2 minus 0.3 into 0 is 3, 3 by 6 is 2, 4 by 2 is 2, 2 minus 2, 0. So for which cell the potential difference is 0? For the cell B. Yes. Yes, yes, everyone. समझ में आ गया? How the option A is the correct? हाँ? Okay. So note कर ले, screenshot ले ले, whatever you are comfortable with, जल्दी, and practice this particular question. Both the question which you have done in the classroom once again. Okay. Hi Suraj. Hi, 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 hi. Okay. Next. So two more topics are left for from this particular chapter. One is meter bridge, second one is potentiometer. Okay, so shall we? Note किया है ना? Okay. जल्दी फटाफट 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 फटाफट. Okay, so proceed कर रहे हैं हम. First question, what is this meter bridge? Meter bridge is an instrument, okay, which will be working on Wheatstone bridge principle. I hope you all do remember. In the last class we have explained the Wheatstone bridge principle. It works on the Wheatstone bridge principle and used to find out the unknown resistance. Okay, so this is an instrument which works on Wheatstone bridge principle and used to find out the unknown resistance of a resistor. So let's look into the basic structure of a meter bridge. So here you can see the first gap where resistance will be connected. Here you can see the second gap between the conductors where we will be connecting the second resistor. One will be a known value of resistance and the other will be an unknown resistance which we need to find out, which will be connecting in the gaps. Okay. Then can you see between the points A and B, a wire of length 1 meter or 100 centimeter will be connected, and it is because of that the instrument is having a name of meter bridge, 1 meter length of wire. Okay. And then from this point E, matlab from a point in between these two resistors connected, we will be taking one connection to the galvanometer and other connection to the galvanometer is connected to jockey. Okay, don't think that jockey is something something so unknown or alien thing to you. Jockey means it's a connection which we can move about. Okay, it will be just looking like a pen and we can move about the connection. That's the only help of that jockey thing. Okay. Now what you can see here, what we can see here is if we keep on moving this particular jockey at a particular point, the galvanometer will be showing a zero deflection. Okay, the galvanometer will be showing a zero deflection. I'm not going for the entire theory because a crash course, we don't have time. Okay, so once we keep on moving this jockey at a particular point, we'll have zero deflection in the galvanometer. At that particular point, when the galvanometer shows zero deflection, okay, if the length measured from A is L1 and if the length measured from the point B to the jockey is L2, it will satisfy the equation of P by Q is equal to L1 by L2. Okay, when will this equation be satisfied? This will be satisfied when the galvanometer shows a zero deflection. Just think about the Wheatstone bridge condition we have discussed. The same concept is used here. I am not going for that particular thing because the class will be never ending then. Okay, so ye लिख ले please. If you want to write L1 by what is L2? ये L2 कितना है? अरे total is 100 centimeter. If this much is L1, L2 will be equal to how much? L2 will be equal to how much? From 100 subtract L1. So L2 can be written as 100 minus L1, that is P by Q. P and Q are two resistances connected in the gaps. Okay? Yes. So note kiya to we can start doing the problems. Note kiya? Okay? Done. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी। Oh, Menti, okay, give me, I think, 15 more minutes, Miara. By 11:15 only, we'll be able to start the Menti. Because a small more topic, potentiometer, also has to be completed. After that, we'll start Menti. Shall we do this? Anybody gave me the option? Ankit is the only person who gave me the option, which is option C. Anyone else? Sir, मेरे question का answer दो. Which question? Chetlant? So Miara is like C or D. So the correct option हमारा है D. Shall we do it? In meter bridge है ना, the null point is found at a distance of 33.7 centimeter from point A. If now a resistance of 12 ohm is connected in parallel with S, the new null point occurs at 51.9. The value of R and S is, which means the resistance connected here are R and the other resistance is S. Instead of P and Q, the letters used are R and S. So if R and S is the resistors connected in the left gap and the right gap, formula है कि R by S is equal to L1 by 100 minus L1. Shall I write that? R by S is equal to L1 divided by 100 minus L1. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ना? So R by S is equal to L1 का वैल्यू कितना है? In the first case it is 33.7 divided by 100 minus 33.7 कितना होता है? 40 पे 6 60 है ना? 64.3 if I'm not wrong, isn't it? So 73, so 731, so this will be 4, 8, 6 3s are 9, 10, no 66 है ना? Okay, 66.3. So 66.3, 37, हाँ 10 हो जाएगा. Yes. So R by S ratio we got it as 33.7 divided by 66.3. ठीक है? Yes. Ameer sir थोड़ा weak है mathematics पे. I know that's what everyone is thinking. हाँ मैं थोड़ा weak है. So ठीक है. If now a resistance of 12 ohm is connected in parallel with S, the new null point is 51.9. ठीक है? Let's see. Now with this S, if we draw a better picture, हमारा first gap है we have R, in the second gap we have S. Now with this S, an extra 12 ohm is connected in parallel. So while using the equation, we have to use the effective value of resistance of these two. How much will it be? 12 and S connected in parallel. R equivalent is equal to R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. है ना? So as there are two resistances connected in the right gap, the resistance of the right gap has to be taken as the effective value of resistance of both of them. As they are connected in parallel, it is 12 into S by 12 plus S. है ना? Now at that point, the null point length is 51.9. How will you write it? R divided by the resistance on the right gap kitna? 12S divided by 12 plus S. I am going to write it on the numerator. By it will go up. So I just have written directly. Is equal to L1. What is L1? 51.9. So 52 is a 60. So that is equal to 48.1. So ठीक हो जाएगा ना? 9 plus 1 10, 8 9 10. Okay, yes, 48.1. Okay, done. We have two equations. Okay, two unknowns. ऐसे ही कर सकता है. So if you want a Chotu help in doing the mathematics, ऐसे कर सकता है. I can substitute for R है ना? Substitute for R. R is equal to how much? 33.7 into S divided by 66.3 into 12 plus s by s, yeah 12s, okay, is equal to 51.9 divided by 48.1. So for r I have substituted as 33.7 by 66.3 into s by 12s into 12 is also there. ठीक है, so ये ss cancel कर ले, so ss cancel हो जाएगा. So what is remaining? अरे अभी थोड़ा छोटू स्पेस है, स्पेस बहुत कम हो गया है ना. So anyway we'll do it. So 33 by 66 is almost 1 by 2. Okay, it's almost 1 by 2. This is how you do approximated calculation. So multiplying this 12 goes up, 12 goes up, and 33 by 66 is 1 by 2. ये 2 भी ऊपर हो जाएगा. Okay, ठीक है. Now देख ले, what we have, all these are cancelled. What we have is 12 plus s is equal to 51.9 by 48.1 into 12 into 224. This is a value a bit greater than 1. So 24 will be a bit greater than 1 once you multiply 51 by 41.8. So let me say a bit greater than 1 is 25. I am approximating again. Approximate here, don't do all these kind of problems. ऐसे. So s का value कितना? 25 minus 12, 13. So s is a value which is almost close to 13. क्या हो जाएगा? 13.5. Because in the option the only value assigned for s is either 6.86 or 13.5. So the only option possible is 13.5. So now if you try to find the value of r from the same formulas, you will be getting it as 6.86. I am leaving it to you. Okay, समझ में आ गया? Okay, the last mathematics part, it's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, it's totally up to you. However you want to do it, आपको कर सकता है. ठीक है, I just told you a method of what approximation and doing it and getting the ऐसे. Menti तो start नहीं हो गया. Okay, a small topic is left. I think Menti will like a bit be extended by 10 more minutes. Okay, so Menti will start after 10 more minutes. Kamal sir, you teach so well. अरे thank you so much. बढ़िया बात है. Okay, अगला कॉन्सेप्ट देख ले बच्चा लोग. Okay, it is potentiometer. First question, whenever you listen to any word, क्या होना चाहिए बच्चा लोग? बोल दे. हाँ, what is your potentiometer? Read the statement, you will get an understanding. Potentiometer is an instrument that can be used to measure the EMF or the internal resistance of a cell, either to find out EMF of a cell or to find out the internal resistance of a cell. Let's see the setup. So in the setup, don't give dhyan to this. Okay, let's say this is not there itself. So we have a potential, okay, and the wire of resistance R and length L. Okay, this is a wire of resistance R and length L. Okay, and this is the potential. Okay, so this circuit we call it as a primary circuit. What is there in the primary circuit? We have a cell and a wire of resistance R and length L. This is our primary circuit. We have secondary circuit also. It's in the secondary circuit we connect the cell of unknown EMF. So the secondary cell is connected to the left end of the wire of length L and resistance R, I say, connected to galvanometer, connected to the cell of EMF E, which is unknown, and it will be connected to a jockey. Jockey matlab a connection which you can move about. Move karke, if you keep on moving at a particular point, you will see the galvanometer shows zero deflection. What it means? The net potential difference in the circuit is equal to 0. And when net potential difference is 0, it simply means the EMF of the cell and potential drop for a length of L1 is the same. This can be written as, okay, potential drop across a length of L1 in the case of potentiometer is written as lambda times L1. Okay, so the EMF, if you call it as EMF E1, you can say that EMF E1 is equal to lambda times L1. ये lambda क्या होता है? That is the potential per unit length. What is it? V by L, matlab the potential dropped across unit length is simply defined as what? हमारा lambda. So the EMF drop here is equal to lambda times L1. Okay, I'm not going for the complete conceptual explanation because as I have told you, it's a crash course. We don't have time for the complete why it is lambda L1 and all those stuff. Okay. Then if you want to find out the cell EMF of cell E2, you can connect cell E2 here, do the same procedure. So you will be getting zero deflection of galvanometer for a length of L2. So how will you write it? EMF E2 is equal to lambda times L2, you say. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. If you divide equation 1 by 2, what you will have? Left hand side is E1 by E2. Okay, and right hand side is L1 by L2. Okay, yes. Okay, yes, good. Now, that was the case for finding out what? For finding out the EMF of a cell. Next question is, let's see how the same potentiometer can be found for finding out the internal resistance. Okay? So just like we have our primary circuit, okay, with a wire of length L and resistance R. First, we will connect the secondary circuit with cell of EMF E internal resistance, which is connected to the galvanometer. Okay. You'll keep on moving the galvanometer until it shows zero deflection. So when it shows zero deflection, we can say that EMF of the cell is equal to lambda times L1. Let's say the equilibrium length or zero deflection length is L1. Okay. Now what we do? After this process is done, you will be connecting a third extra resistance, an extra resistance here. What happens? Once this extra resistance is connected, and the current will pass through this. When the current pass through this, ये हमारा पूरा cell है. What happens? Some voltage will be dropped across this resistance. Now, as some potential dropped across the internal resistance, what will be the potential difference across the cell? Across a cell, the EMF will be E minus IR. Why? IR is a potential dropped across the internal resistance. Matlab, from the total EMF produced, some potential will be dropped across its internal resistance, E minus IR. Okay? Now, if you keep on moving this particular jockey and when the galvanometer shows zero deflection, we can say that the potential difference across the cell, that is E minus IR, will be equal to lambda L2. Okay, in the first case only EMF was there because no current, no potential drop was there. Once this extra resistance is connected, what happens? Current will start flowing, some potential will be dropped here. So across the cell, EMF will be E minus IR. So in the second case, E minus IR is lambda L2. I'm not going for the derivation. Let me write this equation straightly. The internal resistance R in this case will be equal to L1 by L2 minus 1 into capital R. So the equation for internal resistance will be equal to L1 by L2 minus 1 into R. Okay. Yes, is it clear? Is it clear? अरे बच्चा लोग आप इधर है ना, क्लास पे है ना, और कुछ बातें चल रहा है क्या? कुछ नहीं चल रहा है ना चैट बॉक्स पे? So give me a smile and nod your head and tell me, sir, everything is clear. Just go for the question. Clear? Danish, तुम्हारा क्या हो रहा है पता भी नहीं. अरे everyone come back to the physics class. Okay, come out from the chat box wala vibe. Wo thoughts coming back? Yes. Okay, so Satya, I can see the smile. Miara, I can see the smile. So Thanesh, yes, clear? Question kar le. Do the question, everyone. Okay, one last question. After this, we'll start Menti. This is the last question. After this, it is Menti. Is question के बाद Menti, ठीक है? इस क्वेश्चन के बाद क्या है? मेंटी है. इस क्वेश्चन के बाद मेंटी है. So let's see who's going to be on top of the menti today. Last question. Okay, sir, everyone is like, sir, at least give the code, we will just join. Okay, so this is the code. The code is 92130045. So yes, those who want to see the code again can rewind and start joining. In the meanwhile, shall I explain how to do this? बच्चा लोग, हाँ, shall I explain? देख ले. Figure shows a potentiometer arrangement with RAB. The resistance of this particular AB है ना 10 ohm. Okay, and here we have a rheostat. Rheostat matlab a device which can produce different resistances. Okay, okay, let me put it as x. For x equal to 0, matlab if the rheostat is giving 0 resistance, null deflection point is found at 20 centimeter from the point A. From the point A, the L1 value is 20 centimeter. How will you write it as a formula? The EMF of the cell, that is E0, is equal to lambda times L1. L1 is 20 centimeter. कोई problem है? कुछ भी नहीं है ना? So E0 is equal to, what is lambda? Potential per unit length into 20. What is this V? The potential dropped across the wire AB. Initially, this rheostat resistance is 0, है ना? So whatever is the potential produced by this cell in the primary, it is completely dropped across the wire AB. So V, I am going to write it as E divided by L into 20 हो गया E0. हमारा first set of equation. ठीक है? Let's look into the second set of equation. For unknown value of x, null deflection point was 30. Matlab now x value is not 0, it is having some value of resistance. At that time, the null point deflection was 30 centimeter. Then the value of x is. ठीक है? So with the same cell E0, the null point becomes 30 centimeter. How will you write it as a formula? E0 will be equal to the new lambda into the null point length, that is 30 centimeter. ठीक है? What is lambda? Potential across the resistance divided by length into 30 is equal to E0. Isn't it? Now, what is VR once again? It is the potential dropped across the resistor. How will you find that out? Current into that resistance divided by L into 30. Once again, how will you find out the value of current in the primary circuit? How will you find the current? EMF E divided by total resistance. Kitna? X plus 10, Y X plus 10, because these two resistances are connected in series. Hai ya nahi? Ha. So, I am going to substitute for I as E divided by R plus X into R divided by L into 30, that is equal to E0. Shall I write the previous equation which we already have derived? E0 is equal to E by L into 20. E by L into 20. This is our first equation. ये है हमारा second equation. What I am going to do is second equation divided by first equation. Left hand side E0, it's 1. Okay. On the right hand side it is E divided by L, E divided by L will cancel. What is there left is R divided by R plus X into 2 by 1. So it is 30 divided by 20. Okay. Now R ka value, is it given? Is R value given? 10. So let me put that 10 divided by 10 plus X is equal to into 3 by 2 is equal to 1. Okay. So how much is this going to be? 10 plus X cross multiply kar le. 10 plus X is equal to 30 by 2, 15. So X ka value 15 minus 10, that's fine. मिल गया? मिल गया सर, ये लाइव क्लास है यूट्यूब पर बिल्कुल. So according to the request from every one of you, we are on the page of Mentee. Yes, so everyone फटाफट join कर ले. So you all have energy है ना? You all have saved some energy I suppose. है ना बच्चा लोग? है ना बच्चा लोग? Yes. अंकित is asking my Mentee code. देख ले, ऊपर देख ले, अच्छे से देख ले. Can you see the code, Ankit? 92130045. And please you tell me what all your avatars are. Tanishk is like sir वो कैंटी में है. हाँ बिल्कुल वाला कैंटी, दिवाली जैसा कैंटी है ना, कलरफुल वाला. मेरा फुल एनर्जी, लेट्स स्टार्ट इट. ठीक है, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. Everybody have joined. Those who want to do the Mentee quiz, सब join किया. Everybody join कर ले. It will be fun and you can have a chance to do more number of problems. Okay, थोड़ा challenging हो जाएगा, आपका नींद भी उड़ जाएगा. Let's start. Yes, Myara, Ankit, yes. Shall we? With full of energy. Okay, so I'm going to press the enter key. So those who want to join, I hope everybody have joined, I think. So yes, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the Mentee. Here we go. Still everybody have time. Sana, you are the footprints. Okay. Let's hope you are going to leave your footprints here in this Mentee. बोल दे सर सर, वाह वाह, what a line, what a line. Srinivas, your goat. Okay. जल्दी फटाफट. You all have 35 seconds. Two similar cells means same EMF, same internal resistance. ठीक है. And what do we have? Very good. 5 students with the correct answer. बिल्कुल बढ़िया मेरा बच्चा लोग. And in the leaderboard, what we have is संजना. very good संजना, बिल्कुल बढ़िया. ओके, नाम तो रोशन किया, आपका भी और मेरा भी है ना, मेरा भी नाम साथ में है. बिल्कुल गुड. म्यारा, थनिश द किंग, सत्या, लुटा. नाइस नेम सना, वेरी गुड, suits you very well. Sana है ना, I think footprints. Very good, keep it up. Okay, so yes, let's see how this particular question can be done. Everybody देख ले. 2 cells है ना, when it is connected in series or in parallel, the current is same. First let us connect it in series. EMF is E, internal resistance R. EMF is E, internal resistance is R. Okay, external का value 2 है. What is the current I here? E plus E, that is 2E, total EMF by total resistance R plus R plus 2. So that is 2R plus 2. This is the current in the first case. Okay, yes. Now let's see what is there in the second case. Cells are connected in parallel. ऐसे ऐसे. It is connected to this external resistance too. This is our EMF, EMF. What is the value of current here? We know that cells of equal EMF are connected in parallel. Equivalent EMF will be the same as that of a single cell. We already have learned it. I am not going for that. Then current is total EMF by total resistance. ये R and ये R in parallel. So it is R by 2. R by 2 as it is connected in series with this 2. ये हो जाएगा 2 plus R by 2. It's given that ये current और ये current same है. So just equate कर ले. 2E divided by 2R plus 2 is equal to E divided by 2 plus R by 2. ठीक है, कोई शक नहीं है ना. E cancel कर ले. Multiply this 2 with this, so that will be 4 plus 2 into R by 2 is R is equal to 2R plus 2. Okay, सो 2R R हो जाएगा एंड 4 माइनस 2 हो जाएगा 2. सो R का वैल्यू कितना मिल जाएगा आप लोगों को? हाउ मच? R का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा 2 ohms. ओके, डाउट्स कुछ है क्या बच्चा लोग? डाउट्स कुछ नहीं है तो वी कैन मूव फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. जल्दी, एंड दोस हु वांट टू जॉइन द मेंटी, जल्दी. आई विल गिव यू 5 seconds फॉर एवरी वन ऑफ यू टू जॉइन. 5. The code is on the top, 92130045. Okay, done, Miara, Tanishq. So, sir, you can't afford coaching. Can I crack NEET? अरे डर के आगे जीत है. I know that it's not my line. ठीक है, माउंटेन ड्यू का लाइन है, बट फिर भी ओके, इफ यू आर रेडी टू गिव योर 100% है ना, मिल जाएगा. ओके, money doesn't matter, you know that. You might have learned many motivational stories. I'm not going for all those stories. So anything is possible. Just trust yourself, trust your instincts and go for it. Next question is right in front of you. jaldi kar le bachcha log. You all have 48 seconds. जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. $17. How many of you have given the answer already? In the circuit, question is what is the value of this E? गजब क्वेश्चन है ये. कोई बात नहीं, हम तो फोड़ेगा और वील अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू डील विद दिस क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, द करेक्ट आंसर इज -4/3. So everybody have marked with +4/3. That's why I asked you, listen to the concept while I explain it. Okay, so let's see how many of you got the answer correctly. Then we'll understand how to deal with this question. ठीक है. Very good, Satya, very good. Then Vroom is the fastest person this time. Vroom is on the second place, Sanjana is on the third, Miara we have, Thanesh, Lutapi we have. Very good. Let's see how this question can be done. Let's search any unused space is there. Okay, space to mil gaya. So I'll just redraw the diagram here. Okay, so this is 8, this is our 1 ohm. Okay, ये हमारा 5 ohms. Okay, and this is C and this is connected to earth. Now you know that whichever point is connected to the earth, that point will be having zero potential. So this point E है ना, इधर का potential we need to find out. And ये resistance भी दे दिया है 1 ohm. Okay, ये resistance is 5 ohms and this is 8 volt. Everybody, it's not about just doing the menti, understand how this question can be done. How the potential VE can be found out? It's very simple. We can use Kirchhoff rule. Starting from this particular point, marking the potential as VE. Let's say a current of I is in this particular direction. In this particular direction, a current I is there. So you're traveling from VE towards right. How you're traveling? You're traveling in the opposite direction of the current, so potential difference will be positive. I have already told you. And how much is the magnitude of potential difference? That is I into R. R is 1, so into I. 1 into I, it's I. So you have reached at this point, which is equal to potential at this point, that is VC. Let's mark this as point C. Potential at the point C is marked as 0. Okay, because it is connected to the earth. So VE plus I is equal to 0. So potential at the point E is equal to minus I. Okay, now what we need to find out is to find the value of current I. What is I? Total EMF, that is 8, by total resistance, that is 1 plus 5, that is 6, minus 4/3. समझ में आ गया सबको? समझ में आ गया सबको? जल्दी बता, जल्दी बता. Okay, so how was the question? Wasn't it a very good question? Going for the third question. So the code I hope you all can see, it's 92130045. Those who want to join, jaldi join kar sakta hai. Yeah, Sana, Myara, very good. So yes, I'm going to press the enter key. The question is right in front of you. Sanjana, yes. Myara आ गया. Kushali, yes sir. So अगला question भी आ गया आपके ऊपर. So जल्दी फटाफट करके बता दे. 50 seconds, 49 seconds. Question is, in the figure shown, wire AB has a length, AB किधर है? Okay, ये AB है ना, 100 centimeters and resistance is 8 ohm. Question ये कि find the balancing point L. Find the balancing point L वो करना है. ट्वेंटी सेकेंड्स बचा लोग. लास्ट 7 6 5 4 3 2. Time is up. Very good. 4 students got it correct. बिल्कुल बढ़िया मेरा अच्छा लोग. बिल्कुल ही बढ़िया, बिल्कुल बढ़िया. Okay, let's see what is there in the leaderboard. In the leaderboard we have Uru was the fastest and he's on the top of the leaderboard. So he or she, I have no idea who this person is. Right? Myara, Satya, Thanesh, Ludapi nahi, Lutapi है ना. Sanjana, then Satish, K, Jath, Ameer sir fan. Ameer sir fan कहाँ है आपका? जल्दी उत्तर दे दे, करेक्ट वाला उत्तर दे दे. ठीक है. Now I will explain this particular question, but हाँ space तो है, thank God. So now I have to redraw this particular diagram. So let me redraw this, then I'll explain how this particular question can be done. It's a bit lengthy question, so I hope you all are interested in doing lengthy questions, है ना. So this is our wire AB. Okay, so the other one starts with 2 ohms, 8 volt, galvanometer here, right? And this resistance is 6 ohms. So this is 2, this is 8. This is having total of 8 ohms, 100 centimeters. ठीक है. Now the question is, what is this balancing length L? If L is the balancing length, what will you write? Now as we are having an extra resistance here, the current will be passing, the potential difference across the cell will be equal to V. So V will be equal to lambda times L. है ना? कोई दिक्कत है क्या इस पे? V will be equal to lambda times L. What is V? The potential difference across this cell, how will you write it? That is equal to E, the EMF of the cell, minus I into its internal resistance, is equal to lambda. क्या है? What is lambda? Lambda is the potential dropped across the resistance of the wire, that is 8 ohm, divided by the total length of the wire into L. Okay, yes. Now it's a simple thing, you just need to substitute each and everything. E value कितना है? 8 minus what is the current I in this secondary circuit? Current I is equal to total EMF, that is 8, by total resistance, that is 2 plus 6, 8. So I is 8 by 8, that is 1, into internal resistance is 2, is equal to L. What is the length of this particular wire AB? It's given as 100 centimeters. Ye L is L. What is voltage across this resistance of the wire AB? Voltage is equal to, voltage across the resistance is equal to current into its own resistance, है ना? Its own resistance is 8 and the current passing through this particular circuit is total EMF, that is 20. by total resistance, that is 2 plus 8, 10. 20 by 10, 2 into 8 hota hai this. So here we have 2 into 8. Now simplifying is only what is left. 8 minus 2 is 6 into 100 divided by 2 into 8. Okay? So how much is this going to be? 6 by 2 is 3. So 300 divided by 8 kitna hota hai? So this is a 37.5 kuch hota hai. है ना? So we'll be having the answer as this. समझ में आ गया सबको? I know that it was a bit lengthy problem, but I hope you all have got it. जल्दी बता, जल्दी बता, जल्दी बता. So that we can go for the very last question for the day. Yes, Khushali, Miara, yes, Pina Allah. Last, the very last question. Let's see who is going to be on the top of the leaderboard. So I have pressed the enter key. Obviously it will take time. The figure shows a meter bridge circuit with AB is equal to 100. AB is a wire, okay? Length of the meter bridge wire, obviously it's 100 centimeter. X is 12 ohm, ye X hai. R is 18. And the jockey is in the position of balance. If R is now made as 8 ohms, okay, ye R hai na, once you make it as 8, through what distance the J has to be moved? J matlab the jockey, how much distance the J has to be moved to obtain the balance length. Jaldi fatafat kar le. It's not a big question at all. Everyone can do it. Three, two, one, and time is up. Okay, so 6 students got it correct this time. Wow. Okay, bye Tanish. Bye Tanish. I hope you all have learned it. This was the last question, so very good. Thoda lengthy tha, and Vroom is on top of the leaderboard today. Then we have Myara, Tanishk, then Lutapi, Sanjana, Satya, Satish, KH, Ameer, Fan. Very good. So everybody did an amazing job. Okay? If you are not sleepy, how many of you want to listen to the solution of this? How many of you want to know the solution? Jaldi bata. Those who want to know the solution, just tell me. Room, very good, congrats. You did an amazing job. Questions were tough, but still somehow you managed to give me the correct answers. Very good. Not only just Room, everyone who stayed up till this particular point of time and learned this particular topic, bilkul badhiya. I'm so happy for every one of you. Okay, Sanjana, you want to know how this particular question can be done? ठीक है. Initially, the X and R, which means X is a resistance on the left gap of a meter bridge and R is a resistance on the right gap. Okay, we know that X by R is equal to formula L1 by 100 minus L1. Isn't it? What is the value of X given? 12. So 12 by 18 is equal to L1 divided by 100 minus L1. Let's find out the initial equilibrium length. 12 by 18, 12 is in 6 2 times, this is 3. So कितना हो जाएगा? Multiply कर ले. 200 minus 2L1 is equal to 3L1, isn't it? Okay, so this will be 5L1 is equal to 200. L1 का value कितना? That is equal to 40. Not a big part at all, isn't it? Yes? Okay. Sir, explain question. The question is like, we are having, I hope you got it, right? Left gap and right gap of the meter bridge resistance values are given 12 and 18. So first what I did is, first I found out the initial balancing length. Second part of the question says, ye R hai na, which was equal to 18. So now that R has been made as 8 ohms. same formula, x divided by r dash is equal to L1 dash divided by 100 minus L1 dash. मतलब क्या है कि x remains the same. Now the resistance on the right hand side has been changed. What we are going to do is we are going to find out the new balancing length. ठीक है, x is same as before, that is 12, but r has been changed from where to where? R has been changed. Initially it was 18, now it has been changed to 8 ohms. L1 dash divided by 100 minus L1 dash. So this is 2, this is 3. So cross multiply. 300 minus 3 L1 dash is equal to 2 L1 dash. 5 L1 dash is equal to 300. So L1 dash is equal to 300 divided by 5. Kitna? So 6 5s are 30, 60. Which means the new balancing length is 60. Question क्या है? Question ये कि from initial equilibrium length, how much distance the jockey has to move so that it can reach the new equilibrium length, that is 60. How will you find out how much distance it has to move from 40 to 60? The difference between them, that is 60 minus 40, that is 20 centimeters. So 20 centimeters is the distance the jockey has to move so that it can reach the new equilibrium. समझ में आ गया? Understood the method by which this particular question can be done? नींद नहीं आने के लिए क्या कर सकता है? When you find so much sleepy, and if you think that you're not able to keep yourself awake, go and sleep, it's fine. Wake up early in the morning. Okay? Yes. Siddhant sir explained drift fella, मुझे मार दे. And I was just kidding, and it's so long and my voice is already gone, so please do text me in Telegram. I'll explain what is drift velocity. ठीक है? Okay, so thank you so much everyone, you all did an amazing job here, right? So these are the batches that is upcoming. Now what I want to tell you is, right, everybody did an amazing job. Thank you so much for being here and making the session so much awesome. Okay, so those who haven't liked the session, jaldi like kar le and do let me know that you have enjoyed the session and you want more and more sessions. And tomorrow, those who don't know what we are having a complete formula revision. Matlab, all the formulas that is going to come for our upcoming examination, we are going to make a thorough revision, okay, through all the formulas from all the chapters, which is super important for our term 1 examination. So those who want to come for it, come and sit so that you can make a short note of all the formulas. It will be a great thing for you. Okay. Okay. Yes. If you are so much I took this much of time for each and every question because I was explaining things. But once you're thorough about the concept and once you're good with your mathematics, all these questions can be done in 20, 30 seconds or 40 seconds. Okay, that's up to how much ready you are to practice. ठीक है? So मैं जा रहा हूँ बच्चा लोग. So thank you so much for being here and making the class so awesome. Bye everyone. Take care. Okay, we'll see the next class, which means tomorrow 10 p.m. complete formula revision. Don't forget. Bye bye. Good night, Jatlan, Miara, then Sana, everyone in the classroom. Crazy boy. Okay. So